Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Kasama here, bringing you your math lesson for the week of April the 14th through April the 17th. I'm so sad that we haven't got to see each other in such a long time, but look at what we have now. We have a way for us to learn on the computers. You're going to be in your house, I'm going to be in my house, and we can still learn everything we need to learn to be successful second graders on our way to third grade. So today we'll be learning how to mentally add tens and hundreds to three-digit numbers using a number line, using base 10 blocks, and using long addition. First, I'm going to start by showing you a video. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And the first thing I'm going to do is show you a video using base 10 blocks. Okay, make sure your speakers are on and they're up so that you can hear.
How do you add 10 or 100 to a number in your head? Lily wants to find the answer to 432 plus 100. In this lesson, you will learn to mentally add 10 or 100 to a number by visualizing base 10 blocks. So let's review first. Remember that a three-digit number is made up of hundreds, tens, and ones. So for this number 253, there are two hundreds, five tens, and three ones. We are going to use base 10 blocks to help us visualize our addition today. So remember that 1 cube counts as 1, 110 long counts as 10, and 100 flat counts as 100. It can get confusing to remember that numbers represent different values. The value of each digit in a number depends on its place in the number. The value of the digit in the tens place is larger than the value of the digit in the ones place. So this chart is showing you the values of each digit in each place. So we are first going to look at this addition sentence, 279 plus 10. And here is a picture of 279 using base 10 blocks. So I have two hundreds, seven tens, and nine ones. So I picture the big number in my head, in my number sentence first. Then I look at what else I'm adding. In this case, I am adding 10. I know that 10 is the same as 110 long. So all I need to do is add another 10 long. Here's that 10, and it's the blue 10 long. The only thing that changed was my tens place. So now I still have two hundreds, I have 8 tens, and I have 9 ones. So the only thing that changed was my tens place. So 279 plus 10 equals 289. Now let's look back at that first number sentence we saw with Lily, 432 plus 100. We'll picture base 10 blocks to help us see the number sentence. So we have 400 for the 4 in the hundreds place, 3 tens for the 3 in the tens place, and 2 ones for the 2 in the ones place. What I'm going to do here is add 100. So I'm going to add 100 flat. So I move that 10 over to make room, and I have 100 now with that blue 100 flat. So if I add 100, my hundreds place will get bigger by 1. So now I have 5 hundreds, 3 tens, and 2 ones. So 432 plus 100 equals 532. Again, my hundreds place, because I added 100, got larger by 1. In this lesson, you have learned to mentally add 10 or 100 to a number by visualizing base 10 blocks.
Okay, guys, so now we're going to do some practicing. I am going to go to our Google Classroom, and I'm going to show you all how to get to the base 10 blocks manipulatives for you to use in the computer. So you're going to go to Google And once you get there, you're going to make sure that you're underneath of the second grade e-learning. So it should look like this. I'm going to go here and I'm going to click the classwork tab. I'm going to go to the left side underneath the topics and I'm going to go to math. Then once I get to math, I'm going to scroll down till I find the resources. Here we are. And there's one that says base 10 blocks. So I'm going to pull that up for us right here. While we do that, I'm also going to pull up a screen so that you guys, we can start answering some questions, and it's a whiteboard for us to use. Here we are. So let's first start off with just adding tens. Okay, so I'm going to use the number 251 plus 10. So let's think about it. When I'm adding a 10, it looks like a rod. I'm going to add this here. So I have 200, 100, 200, ooh, I'm sorry, 100, 200, 50, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1. So I have 251, and I need to add 10. Boys and girls, let's take a minute and think about it. If we're adding 10 to 251, which place value would change? Do you think the ones place is going to change? The tens place is going to change? Or the hundreds place is going to change? Take a minute and think about it. If you guessed the tens place, you're right. So when I say I'm going to add 10 to 251, I'm going to take my 110 rod and add it here. I'm not going to do anything else because remember that this rod here is worth 10. So now I have 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 61. So the answer is 261. Let's look at another problem. Let's do 539 plus 10. Again, we're only adding 10. Take a minute, think about it. What place do you think is going to change? The ones place, the tens place, or the hundreds place? Let's see if you're right. Let's do 500. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 30, 10, 20, 30. And I need 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. How much do I have in my ones place? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so my ones place still is a 9. Now let's look at the tens place. Oh, I have to add a 10. Now, how many do I have in the tens place? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you guessed the tens place would change, you were right. We only added 10, so the only place that needed to change is the tens place. How many hundreds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good, boys and girls, 5. Now, let's take a minute to look at what it would look like if we added hundreds and only hundreds. I'm going to clean the board off just like I would if we were in class. I'm going to clean off my base 10 mat just like I would in class. Okay, let's do the number, I feel like we've been out of school for 613 days. So I'm going to start with 613. And this time, instead, I'm adding 100s instead of just a 10. So what place value do you think will change on this problem? The ones, the 10s, or the 100s? Well, let's see. So first, I'm going to start off making my number. Always make your number first. So I need 600s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number 13. Now remember, 13 has 1 10 and 3 1s. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with my base 10 blocks. 1 10 and 3 1s. 1, 2, 3. Because remember, 10 plus 3 equals 13. So 613. Now let's add 100. I'm going to go here and I'm going to take my flat or my 100 and I'm going to add it to the hundreds place. So if you guessed that the hundreds place would change, you were right. Let's see. In the ones place, I still have 3. In the tens place, I still have just 1 10. And in the hundreds place, let's see how many we have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 613 plus 100 equals 713. Way to go. Let's do another one. 255 plus 100. So I have my ones, my tens, and my hundreds. For my answer, I'm going to also have ones, tens, and hundreds. Okay, let's clean off the base 10 board. 200, 100, 200. We need 50 for the tens. So 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. And we need 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's add 100. Now, what's the answer? Did you say 355? I was thinking the same thing. 100, 200, 300. Wow. How many tens do I have? You're right, 5 tens. And 5 tens, it's not just a 5, it's 50. And for my ones, I still have 5 ones. Very good, boys and girls. Now, let's take a minute and watch a video with adding tens and hundreds using a number line. So this way you'll have different ways to solve your problem.
I know when I add 100 to a number, the hundreds digit increases by 1. What if I add more than 100? In this lesson, you will learn to add multiples of 100 to a number by using a number line. Let's review adding 100. 375 plus 100. We know 375 equals 3 hundreds plus 7 tens plus 5 ones. 375 plus 100 equals 4 hundreds plus 7 tens plus 5 ones. The hundreds digit increases by 1. The tens and the ones digits stay the same. Counting by 100s. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. The hundreds digit increases by 1. The tens and ones digits are both 0. They do not change. It's like we are adding 100 each time we count. Adding 100 to a number, 400, plus 100 is 500. 500 plus 100 is 600. 600 plus 100 is 700. 700 plus 100 is 800. When we add 100, the hundreds digit increases by 1. What if we added by multiples of 100? 400 plus 100 is 500. 400 plus 200 equals 600. 400 plus 300 equals 700. 400 plus 400 equals 800. Let's start at 450. 450 plus 100 equals 550. 550 plus 100 equals 650. 650 plus 100 equals 750. 750 plus 100 equals 850. We know that 450 plus 100 equals 550. 450 plus 200 equals 650. 450 plus 300 equals 750. 450 plus 400 equals 850. Did you notice the 50 in each number stayed the same? Mr. Clark's class has 400 green cubes and 200 orange cubes. How many cubes do they have? We can put 400 on a number line. 400 plus 200 equals 600. I know 4 plus 2 equals 6, so that can help me to solve 400 plus 200 equals 600. Only the hundreds digit changes. 400 plus 200 equals 600. Mr. Clark's class also had 300 blue cubes. Now how many do they have? So far they have 600. I can think 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3 equals 9, so 600 plus 300 equals 900. Robert has 450 baseball cards in his collection. His brother gave him 400 more cards. How many cards does he have? We can put 450 on the number line. 400 is 4 100s. 400 plus 100 is 550. 500 plus 550 plus 100 is 650. 650 plus 100 is 750. 750 plus 100 is 850. Whew, that took a long time. Can we make a bigger jump? 450 plus 400 is 850. 450, I know 400s is 1 400. 450 plus 400 is 850. That was much quicker. I know my math facts. It's like 4 plus 4. Think about the digits in the hundreds place. Briley collects pennies. She has 375 pennies in the first jar, 200 pennies in the second jar, and 300 in the third jar. How many pennies does Briley have? We can start at 375 on the number line, plus 200, 575. Do you notice only the hundreds digit changed? Plus 300. What number do you think we will land on? 875. The tens digit and the ones digit stayed the same. 375 plus 200 plus 300 equals 875. In this lesson, you learned how to add multiples of 100 to a number by using a number line.
Okay, boys and girls, now it's our turn. So here's our number line. We're going to start with tens. We're going to add tens first. We're going to take it slow. 350 plus 10 equals. Now again, which place value do you think is going to go up? And remember, we have an open number line. So all we do is start at the beginning. And we always start with adding. We start with our big number, and we start on the left side of the number line. I hope everyone remembers that. So I'm going to start here with the number 350. And remember, we had hops. So we're going to do one hop of 10 because we're adding just one 10. So 350 plus 10 equals, we're only adding a digit to this place value. So everything else stays the same in the hundreds place. Everything else stays the same in the ones place. The answer is going to be a 6 because we're just adding 1 to this tens place. Let's try another one. I'm sorry, so this answer is 360. For the next one, let's do 428 plus 10. So I'm going to start here. And we're going to start with the number 428. All I need is one hop. Uh-oh. Plus 10. Which place value do you think is going to change? The ones, the tens, or the hundreds? Think about why you think that place value is going to change. If you said the tens place, you are right. So my ones place stays the same, 8. My tens place changes because I'm adding a 10. What number do you think that goes to, boys and girls? Ah, very good. A 3. And my hundreds place stays the same. Let's do one more. Okay. Let's do 689 plus 10. What goes here? What should we put there? Very good, boys and girls. 689. How many hops of 10 do we need? Very good, just one. Don't forget to write that you added 10 so you don't forget. What does our ones place turn into? Gotcha, it stays the same. Very good, boys and girls. And our tens place? 9, very good. And what about the 100s place? Does that change at all? You're correct, it stays the same. Remember that when adding tens, the only thing that changes is the tens place. So 689 plus 10 gives us 699. Very good. Now let's try to add with 100s. So I'm going to make some lines so that we can have our open number line ready. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type us up a few problems. All right, let's try it out. So here we have 626 plus 100. $626. Remember, when we're adding, we always start at the left side of our number line. How big does our hop need to be? 100. And remember, you must put which hop you're doing so you do not forget. You don't want to be jumping and adding 10 when you really need to add 100. Or you don't want to add 100 when you really need to be adding 10. So 626 plus 100. Okay. My zero, my ones place stays the same. So that's a 6. My tens place stays the same. So that's a 2. And my hundreds place is the only thing that changes. I'm adding 100 to the hundreds place. So 600 plus 100 gives me a 700 in the hundreds place. So 626 plus 100 equals 726. Very good. Now let's do the next one together. How many do I need to add? Very good, boys and girls. Okay. What is my ones place taking to here? If I'm adding 100, am I adding anything to the ones place? No. Very good. So my ones place stays the same. What about the tens place? Am I adding anything to the tens place? No, boys and girls, you are right. And what about to the hundreds place? Am I changing anything in the hundreds place? Yes, you're right. I'm adding 100 to the hundreds place. So if I add 100 to another 100, how many hundreds do I have? Very good. 200. So 128 plus 100 equals 228. Let's look at the last one. 900 plus 100. Oh my gosh, that's a big number. If I have 900 here and I have to add 100, what am I going to do? Don't be afraid, boys and girls. The same rules apply. Let's do this one together and let's take it slow. Remember, we always add in our hundreds place first. Okay. So we have 900. Is anything changing in our ones place? No. Now we have the tens place. Is anything changing here in our tens place even though it's a 0? No, it's still a 0. Now we have 9. And let's just think about it. You can even pull up 9 fingers. If you put up 9 fingers and you add 1 more, how many fingers do you have up? I'll give you a minute. Yes, boys and girls, you have 10 fingers up. So the same thing applies. If you have 900 and you add 100 to it, you now have 1,000. All we did was take and put a comma here to separate the place value. So we know that we have ones, we have tens. That 100 was just a 9, but we had too many hundreds there. We were going to have 10 hundreds in the hundreds place. That's too many. And once you get to another digit, remember, you have to bring it over to the next place value. So now we're working with thousands. I just wanted to show a little thick trickster in there. We'll be looking at some more of those later. Today, boys and girls, you all have learned how to add tens and add 100s using number lines and base 10 blocks. Way to go. I want to show you all where your assignments are for math. So, if you're on the computer and you're under Google Classroom, your computer will look something like this. I want you to go over to classwork, press it. You're going to stroll to the left underneath of topics, and you're going to find math. For this week, you have 2 assignments. Well, you have 3. You have a number talk. So here's one assignment, fluency with adding ones leading to fluency with adding tens and hundreds. So you're going to choose one of these strings to do, or you can do both if there's time. Okay? You're going to answer the questions as a short answer. After you do that, and this is what it looks like. So you can either do this one, 7 plus 5, then do 70 plus 50, and then do 700 plus 50, or you can do these here, or you can do both. Then I want you to answer these questions right here in the class comments. After you do that, you're going to go back to the math, classwork, math, and the next thing you have to do after the number talk is go in where it says math work. Now I want you to open this up. It should look like this. Once you do this, you see at the top it says make a copy. I want everyone to go to File, right here in the corner, and make a copy. Once you do that, I want you to change it and put your name here. Your name. So my name is Miss Kasama, and if I was a student in the class, I would put my name, Miss Kasama. And I'm gonna say, share it with the same people. So that way Miss Kasama gets to see your work. It's gonna open up to a new page for you. And here you are. Even if you forget to put your name here at the top, you can always type it right here on the line, okay? And here's your assignment for today. This is just some work that we've done in the school year, and I just want you guys to try it out, okay? I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to do it because this is something that we've learned all the way back in the second quarter. So everyone should be familiar with greater than and less than. After you do that, you're going to exit that out, exit that one out, and you're going to go back to the Google Classroom. And here is your graded assignment for today, adding hundreds. So here you have questions, 113 plus 200, you're going to choose an answer. Same here, same here, same here. And you're going to complete this. After you do that, you are done for today, boys and girls. If you need any questions, do not forget to have your parents to log into Zoom, call, or email me, and I can help you all with anything you need help with. Have a great day today, and I'll see you guys soon.